This is going to be a second video of my YouTube channel, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe the channel so that you can get the more latest updates, the new videos which I am going to prepare for you. Okay, so अभी मैं एक मिसकंसेप्शन मतलब हटाना चाहता हूँ जो लोग काफ़ी सोचते हैं कि इसमें रोल्स जो हैं QA एक रोल होता है और एक होता है SDET रोल. सो अनलाइक अदर कंपनीज़ लाइक कुछ कंपनीज़ हैं जो SDET रोल ऑफ़र करती हैं, कुछ कंपनीज़ हैं जो QA रोल को ही SDET ऑफ़र करती हैं, कुछ कंपनीज़ हैं जो SDET रोल एकदम डिफरेंट होता है, राइट. सो here in Amazon or some more prestigious organization, the SDET role is completely different. And like in Amazon I'm talking about, because here I'm working, so I can tell like this role is quite different from the other organization which they provide as a SDET 2 or SDET 3, because this role is a pure development role and it's not a back end or front end development, it's kind of tools building and like different framework building, right, from scratch. So QA in some teams in Amazon, QA does automation, QA does pipeline monitoring and every possible thing whatnot. Okay, and SDET are in other teams are mostly into designing a framework that may be high level of coding, and the bar of the coding is just equivalent to the SDE. So whatever the coding bar which is being asked to the SDE, for example lead code hard problems and more optimized solutions and till trees and the problems from SDET like dynamic programming is pretty much asked for SDE 1 or SDET 1 role. So dynamic programming is one of the mostly used. I have seen like people are attending interviews and for SDET 1 position, and they are being asked questions from dynamic programming, recursion, backtracking, and apart from it like trees and linked list. Okay, but on the other hand, if I talk about QA level 5 and QA level 4, whatever, QA2 role basically. So QA2 they generally ask on the solution and not that much involved into DS and algos. Okay, so this is what cracking the QA2 in Amazon is pretty much easy because whatever the experience you are carrying, and if you are not from the top tier 1 companies where you have not experienced lot much system design, lot much framework designing, then probably you can join as a QA2, because the bar of QA2 as per the coding level is less than the SDE, SDET 2 or QA, SDET 2. So what you can do is now I will tell you what all are the rounds for QA2 role, so that if you plan to apply for QA2 in Amazon, you will get in advance like what rounds will be there. So first round will be your test planning and debugging. Okay, rounds are not subject to in sequence, but there will be total 5 rounds in QA2. So in first round there will be a test planning and debugging round where you need to design a whole test plan and basically how you are carrying your testing. If suppose I have given a scenario like we are adding this new feature in our existing website, write a test plan of it, right? So you need to come up with the points, what all necessary testing, exit criteria, entry criteria, objectives, scopes, whatever, whatnot. So I will create a video of the test planning soon. And next is debugging. So basically debugging will be you will be giving a question, something like this is just a random question. I'm thinking, okay, yesterday my media player was working, but today it is not working. How will you debug that, right? So you need to come up with the 15 to 16, I guess, enough data to provide to the interviewer so that they can, okay, this candidate has the critical thinking and they can think more and more and to cover all the scenarios. So in this type of questions, basically you need to cover logs, etc., and restart, switch off, switch on, checking on different devices, if buyer is faulty, something like that. Debugging, you should come up with the scenarios. Okay, So this is the first round, test planning and debugging, and later the next round will be a coding round. Okay, the first coding round in which I think two questions will be asked. Okay, two questions will be asked. First question, it depends like which it will be lead code medium problem, I think. So it will not be that hard. So it will be lead code medium, maybe from stack they can ask, or it is not specifically you solve that problem with the help of any data structure, but if you can solve it without using any data structure, or you are able to come up with a solution, then your interview will be fine. Okay, you will not be asked like कि और optimize करो इस code को. Okay, because SDET role requires like if your solution is working order of n square, and so you need to come up with the order of n or log n, whatever it depends. Okay, but in case of this QA2, you need to come up with the solution, the approach, and then you can probably dry run your code, and then you can say okay, I'm done. And meanwhile you need to keep communicating in between your writing the code. Okay, so this is the whole QA2 coding round. So if the time will be there, then they can ask the second question, which will be easy one. So this is the second coding round, first coding round, sorry. Then later will be maybe an interview to come up with one code and one behavioral question. Okay, so in this way I have experienced most of the candidate provides 3 codes. Okay, and that might be vary team to team and interviewer to interviewer. So it's kind of, yeah, you need to code 3 questions total. So, and behavioral questions they can put in every interview, every round of interview, because that kind of, okay, tell me a situation when you have a disagreement with your manager. Okay, something like that. When you these kind of questions will be asked. So third round will be your it is basically, I think, 2 coding rounds, 1 test planning and debugging, and 2 behavioral rounds including bar raiser. So in bar raiser they might ask the questions like okay, something like related to what are the frameworks you are working, what you have done in your past. Okay, they can ask little bit technical plus behavioral questions. Okay, so for some candidate it might be all behavioral, and next round will all be behavioral, because these 2 rounds are there, bar raiser and behavioral. So those both will be in nature of behavioral, because bar raiser is something which is something like, I think, from external team candidate can pick. Okay, SDE manager can pick. If you are QA2, still SDE manager can come, SDM can come, okay, to take your interview. So it's not depend like your hiring manager will take you by a bar raiser, so that's not mandatory. So anyone can come, might be SDE level, SDE can come, and they can ask whatever, like what framework you have designed, and what are roles and responsibilities you are currently handling, something like that questions they can discuss. And for few candidates they can ask Selenium and API as well, but that is very less I have seen, because in Amazon Selenium, API, these type of questions, at least many of the friends were telling this kind of questions are not discussed, because pattern is pretty much simpler: 2 coding, 1 test plan debugging, and 2 behavioral, right? So that's the all round. So I think that's all. And in the last round only the behavioral questions, many behavioral questions will be asked, and you need to form your star pattern: situation, task, action, and result. Okay, so situation you need to and this is not be a 2 or 3 liner. They are very much interested to know about the whole story, so that will be go around 5 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes, and they can cross question you as well. Okay, so you are it's something like, okay, you are telling you did this, then what was the actual scenario? I'm not getting. So something kind of questions they can cross question you, so that they want to grab everything from you, like what kind of actual scenario were there. So, and how did you come up with a solution, or how did you resolve, and what kind of learning you took from that incident, right? So those kind of leadership principles they are trying to extract from you, from your conversation. Okay, so that's the thing. और अपार्ट सो ये QE2 का राउंड मैंने डिस्कस कर लिया. QE2 में ये सारे होते हैं. QE1 में 4 राउंड होते हैं, ठीक है. देयर आर 4 राउंड्स ओनली, एंड वो भी सेम ही होते हैं, मतलब हर राउंड में QA, चाहे बीट QA1 बीट QA2, टेस्ट प्लानिंग और डीबगिंग वाला तो मैंडेटरी होता ही है, कोडिंग का मैंडेटरी होता ही है, और बिहेवियरल मैंडेटरी होता है। माइट भी एक राउंड कम हो जाता है जो बिहेवियरल का होता होगा या कोडिंग का होता है, ठीक है। तो उस पर 4 राउंड होते हैं, उसमें 5 होते हैं। तो दैट्स इट ऑल अबाउट द QA। And SDET का, as I already discussed, SDETs are pure devs. In some teams they are managed by SDM, Software Development Manager, and if you are not aware of complex data structures, algorithm, system design, and you are already SDET in a different organization, probably you should consider that role again, because SDETs are, as I told, your chances of rejection is very high, because you will not be aware of the lead code problems, HackerRank, or any other coding platform. So you cannot, you should not go for SDET 2, and in this case you should apply probably for a QA2. And the best thing in Amazon, what I have seen is, whenever you join the company or join the role, then your manager asks what is your vision, what is your aspiration. So personally, my first team was very good, and they asked what are your vision. Then I told, okay, I just want to SDET kind of work or something like that. So you can define your vision so that they keep aligning those kind of tasks to you, so that your growth or your future plans are just aligned with your work, okay. So and you will get potential to grow within the organization. So this is what the culture wise, it is very good. Manager are always welcoming to the thoughts of candidate, okay. And you can probably schedule one-on-one very frequent with your manager, and everything is quite smooth. So this is the whole thing I want to share, the misconception between QA2 and SDET 2 role, because every other guy pinged me on LinkedIn like, okay, I want to apply for SDET 2 because I am SDET here in my current company. So if you are prepared, then you should go for SDET. Otherwise probably you should apply for the QA2, and then maybe within 1 year you can work on SDET task and then promote yourself as a SDET 2. So that's actually a good thing you can do. And promote from QA2 is a level 5 role, and SDET 2 is also a level 5 role. So like parallel switching is very easy, level 5 to level 5, and you just need to showcase your work while designing something, building something. Suppose you created a tool which is saving many manual effort for the team, okay, and team is widely using it, okay. Maybe kind of Chrome extension you developed, or the kind of related to anything whatever you have developed, and it is just saving the time, and it is helping to the team. So this is kind of SDET work, and then you can showcase that in your data points. Okay, this is the work I have done. You will write something to showcase your manager, okay, these kind of manual effort I am saving, these are the code reviews I have raised, okay, to the another person, and these many code reviews I have reviewed these many codes, okay. So these kind of data they need, and they need to look, and the leadership team will look, and then they will, okay, this guy has done enough in this particular being as a QA2, this guy has done enough work as a SDET 2, so we are promoting him, okay. And now it comes the main part, of course, yeah, salary. So salary is SDE and SDET almost equal, and the growth part is almost equal, and yeah, so I think the people who are from dev background, they can also join SDET 2 role in Amazon, okay. And from SDET 2 I have seen people are joining SDE role in other organizations, okay. So that's kind of variety and kind of diversity in a role is here in Amazon. So that's all for today. I just wanted to share this topic because many misconceptions there in the candidates. So thank you so much, and next time I will going to create a video on the test planning round, and these test planning and debugging, and behavioral questions I will discuss. So these are in a pipeline, and later I will start the coding part, okay. So stay tuned, and you will going to get a much information from this channel. Thank you so much. Please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed. Like and share with your colleagues and friends. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.